But I don't think I can do this anymore.
Do what?
This, whatever it is, Romeo and Juliet shit. It's too much, Jackie. You're just too much.
I'm too much?
I mean, what is this supposed to be anyways, huh? Like a teen romance novel or something?
I just wanted us to have somewhere to...
You know, it's not your fault, really. This always happens. Whenever I'm with someone, it's fine for a while, and then it just, I don't know, I just get bored.
Bored. I'm boring you.
Come on, Jackie. Do you really think you wouldn't? I've been with a lot of girls. Brutal end scene. I couldn't even go on. That's not even the full scene. I had to stop it because it's so brutal.
He didn't have to take it there. He chose to. And it cuts like a knife.
I mean, deep into my soul, this cuts. Like, he just hits a girl where it hurts the most. Boring and too much.
I know. The two, what are they? The two wolves or whatever. And also then adds to it, I've been with a lot of girls. Rude.
And continues to go on about it, too.
Yes.
I was like, enough's enough. I can't keep going on about this.
Oh, God. I mean, we know why he did it, but it's so hard to hear. So hard to watch.
We know why, but did he have to go this far? It's
No.
pretty far. We're taking it pretty far here.
But that's Cole for you, you know? He, goes a little extra when he doesn't need to.
Well, he's extreme. He's a rock climber.
Yeah, and a bit of a masochist, so I feel like he's twisting the knife for himself there, too.
I know. I mean, this was hard to watch, honestly. I would put this in a top 10 breakup scene. It was brutal.
I mean, and it's so reminiscent of, the scenes where I always go back to the Cruel Intentions movie scene where she's like, you're a coward, look at you, you're shaking, because he can't, bring himself to break up with her. And we all know Ryan Phillippe threw up after that scene, famously. So, this echoes that, and it's tough. Gracie Abrams is playing. It's bad.
Ugh, it is bad. But I also love the drama.
I know.
Dare I say. It is kind of that classic scene where it's like, we know you don't want to be doing this. Why are you doing this? You're still doing it. It's like a train wreck. It's like watching it. I can't look away.
Exactly.
Well, hello. Welcome to the Previously On podcast. I'm Jillian Bonani, and joining me today is someone who has joined me on this Walter Boys journey since day one. It's Claire Wojciehowski.
Hello. 3 seasons now. 4 years, I want to say. Can you believe it?
I truly cannot believe it. It feels wild, but I'm happy we've been on this journey together. You're one of my only friends who watches this show, so I appreciate that.
Well, I maintain I was the one who suggested this to you, and you ignored me, and then you started watching it before me many years ago. Not that many, but I'm glad we're here together now. I'm glad we both watch it because season 3, man, that delivered.
I knew you were going to bring up that you told me to watch it. I was like, she's going to bring that up again. She's going to bring it up.
Well, you're so on top of all the shows that every now and then when I get to one before you, I'm like, gotta stake my claim.
It's fun. I mean, I will say this show has beaten the Netflix curse for us. We actually continued on after season 1. And I'm glad we did because I loved this season. Season 3 really hit for me.
It was, I think, easily their best season so far. I mean, and I know we're getting season 4, but it's just so the other 2 seasons I liked, but I wouldn't rewatch. I would rewatch this entire season again multiple times. I really liked it.
Wow. Favorite season? I'd probably put season 1 as my favorite season.
Really? I get it.
I think I'm just maybe nostalgic for it at this point. Well, I think season 1, I liked that we got a lot of the family together. And I think in this season, everyone felt a little disjointed for me. But yeah. I loved it. I thought this was a great season. I mean, for me, season 2 was pretty disappointing. Mm-hmm. So I was very happy with this season.
Yeah, season 2 felt like we were just retreading old ground. Nobody really moved forward. It was just sort of what were we doing? We were just like biding time, and nothing new really happened in season 2. But season 3, lots of changes, lots of steps forward in relationships with individual characters, a lot of growth. So yeah, really, really good stuff here.
I feel like in classic teen drama fashion, we can just ignore everything that happened in season 2 for the most part, which is like such a teen drama thing. Like there's a lot of season 2s where the writers want us to forget what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you could go with this show from season 1 to season 3 and just know that Alex now does rodeo and George had a stroke.
I think the only thing that you miss in season 2 is Dylan and Kiley. That happens in season 2. You don't get any of that in season 1. But everything else, I'm pretty sure, is there in season 1, and it stays the same.
All right. Well, let's talk about what happens in season 3. Okay. We have a little quick recap. And I'm going to read this quickly, but a lot did happen this season.
Yeah.
So they packed in a lot of the drama, and that's why I liked it. Because there didn't seem to be much filler this season, really.
No.
So, quick recap for season 3 of My Life with the Walter Boys picks up immediately after the wild season 2 cliffhanger. George survives his stroke, but his health scare forces the entire Walter family to reevaluate what they actually want. And for Jackie, that means finally choosing Cole. After 2 seasons of back and forth, Jackie tells Cole she doesn't want to be just friends, and the two officially get together at the waterfall. For a while, Jackie and Cole are actually happy. And then the season ends. No, I'm just kidding. I wish it ended there.
We ended episode 4 and then nothing else.
Exactly. Jackie lets herself loosen up and enjoy being a teenager, while Cole finds a new direction after football when he gets involved in drag racing. Alex, meanwhile, throws himself into rodeo but enters a new love triangle as he continues to spend time with Kiley and Dylan. Alex just can't leave those love triangles behind.
He loves to third wheel.
He does. He really does. Jackie and Cole cannot be allowed to experience peace for too long. Jackie's Uncle Richard starts worrying that Cole is a bad influence on her, especially after Jackie throws a party that ends with Jackie, Cole, and Alex in the back of a cop car. Not arrested, though. They just got a warning.
They say that many, many times.
Many times. Many, many. I didn't even have that written in this recap, but I just felt like I had to say it.
You knew it in your soul.
Yeah. Richard gets into Cole's head and convinces him that Jackie deserves someone who fits better into the future she's planned for herself. Cole's insecurity gets even worse when Jackie's childhood friend Elliot reiterates that Cole is bad for Jackie. Eventually, Cole self-sabotages and breaks up with Jackie in the most brutal breakup scene I've ever seen. After the breakup, Jackie throws herself into creating a new community center for teens in town, while Cole gets deeper into racing, including some dangerous street racing. When the community center floods right before Jackie's big roaring 20s themed opening party, Cole secretly rallies everyone to help save it. Jackie eventually finds out what he did and texts him to thank him, which finally makes Cole realize that maybe deciding what's best for Jackie on her behalf was a terrible idea.
These men, I'll tell you.
We're going to get into that more. I got a lot to say. Meanwhile, Danny gets rejected from Juilliard, drunkenly proposes to Erin. She says yes, and then he later proposes again while sober. He eventually gets accepted to Carnegie Mellon, leaving them with a pretty major decision about their future. Alex and Kiley also kiss, further complicating her relationship with Dylan, and George has another health scare, although thankfully it turns out he did not suffer another stroke.
Whew.
Wow. Lots going on here with these Walter boys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you watched this season before me. I watched Sterling Point before watching this, which I know I lied about what I said I was going to watch first. But
you did. But that's okay. You changed your mind.
I changed my mind because everyone was talking about Sterling Point. So I was like, I have to watch this.
It's all good.
But I think the right move was to watch Walter Boys first, because I kind of had to switch my brain a little bit from Sterling Point to this for a second.
Oh.
You know, you gotta change your brain to Silver Falls and all the Walter Boys. But what was fun about you watching first is I got to text you all my thoughts.
Yes.
So I'm gonna read some of those today here because I was really going through it while watching this.
You were. And I wanted to talk to you about it so badly, but I'm like, I can't spoil it for her. So
I just had to talk about it with somebody, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
So my first text to you is, I just finished Ep 4 and everything's... or no, wait. My first text is, actually shocked they kissed in the first ep.
Same.
Referring to Jackie and Cole. That was truly shocking. I thought, we're doing it. Finally. We're finally doing it.
I think I screamed like at the TV when I watched it. I was so excited.
It was a mixture of like excitement and relief. Yeah. Thank God we don't have to keep living in this love triangle or will they, won't they. Like we're getting things moving here.
Yeah.
All right. Then I texted you, I just finished Ep 4 and everything seems to be going too well and I'm scared.
Yeah.
It just felt like Jackie and Cole were doing so good and like communicating really well with each other at this point too. And like helping each other.
Yeah.
And figuring out how to be in this relationship. It just was going so well.
Well, and I think too is that you get the end of episode 3, it seems like they're going to do it in the loft in the barn, and they get interrupted by the arrival of Elliot. And so when they do end up having sex in episode 4, it's like, oh, we didn't get that off track. It was just like a little hiccup. Like they got interrupted, but like they're back in it. And so it was like, thank God. But then also you're like, well, if it's going this well in 4 and we're 10 eps in the season, rough waters ahead.
Yeah. Well, and I thought Elliot was going to be this big threat off the bat, and he became a threat in a different way than I expected.
Yeah. For sure.
So,
less of a romantic rival and more of a like, I don't know, like a foil or something.
Like a Jackie, what I like to call a Jackie 2.0 supporter. So a lot of this season is the old Jackie versus new Jackie 2.0, as I like to call it.
New Jackie is 2.0, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like it's like Uncle Richard and Elliot are like on old Jackie and really like wanting her to go back to her old ways.
Right.
And then other people are like, we love this new Jackie. You're having a great time. And Jackie loves new Jackie.
Yeah.
So it's more like Elliot's not really romantic at first. He's just like wanting to pull her back into this old life.
The obsession with the college application coach is like such a weird thing. And it's like, I know that that's a real thing and it's becoming more prevalent now, but like we've been told that she is smart enough and driven enough to do this like on her own. Does she really need that person to help her? If she's a legacy and she's like a genius, like maybe like let her live. We'll get into that, but I have a lot of thoughts on that.
I have a lot of thoughts on this too. And you know what? Maybe we should just get into some of it now because
let's do
it. I'm angry about it. I think that the way Uncle Richard and Elliot are putting her on this weird pedestal and like acting like she's gone off the deep end and is like doing drugs under a bridge. It's so crazy.
It infuriated me. You texted me, I think you said like it's infuriating. I was filled with so much rage watching anytime they would talk about her and anything like that. I was so angry in a way that I haven't been angry at a TV show in a long time.
Well, yeah. And my text to you when I was getting to this point in the show was, I'm infuriated by Uncle Richard and Harvard guy.
Yeah.
Them trying to make decisions for her, trying to guide her. Also, this girl lost her entire family. Maybe what she wants in this life has changed a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if she didn't lose her family, you are allowed to change what you want from sophomore year of high school to junior year of high school or freshman year to junior year.
Yeah.
Those are years that you really do change and what you want changes or what you think you want. And I think that I actually love that they did this storyline because I do think that just adults around high schoolers have a really hard time with then like teenagers changing their minds about what they want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if somebody wants to quit a sport or like High School Musical, when Zac Efron wants to do theater, his dad is freaking out.
It's like that's the
And
time when you're supposed to be like experimenting with things, right? When you're young.
exactly. It's like, let her open this teen community center. She's not trying to do anything crazy.
Well, it's also like the elitism that they bring. That like she keeps saying like, I'm a part of this community. This is my community. Like this is my home. I want to be a part. Like these are my friends. I want to be a part of this place, this town, etc. And they're just like, you don't belong here. Like they so look down on Silver Falls and everyone there. And like the idea that she wants to be a part of any place that isn't New York. And like, listen, I love New York, but like she wants to be a part of her community. This is where you sent her to live. You sent her there, Richard, and you didn't give her the time of day for like a year. So I don't know. It just, that pissed me off. And then also like, I think there's just like a layer of sexism to it, I feel, when it's these two men talking to this teenage girl.
I
and
agree
thinking
with that.
They know what's better. They know what's best for her. They know her better than she knows herself. And it really just, it pissed me off.
There were some gross layers to this for sure, of just how much they wanted to control her. It was weird. And they thought that she was really losing who she was. And it's like, no, this is who she is now. And she's doing well and she's thriving in this town. She lived in New York City her whole life. Maybe she needs something different right now, especially after her entire family died.
Right.
Come on.
And also, like, I get that, like,
cut her some slack.
She does make, like, she makes some mistakes, like, for sure. She, you know, but, like, she cut school because she was pissed off at Richard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and she's not making a habit of it. She still is dedicated to this community thing. Like, you know, she's being a teenager. She's being like a normal teenager who like gets a little involved with her boyfriend and forgets to, you know, show up for her friend's birthday. And like, that sucks, but that's so normal. Like, get off her back.
She's very self-aware in the moment too. I know I'm getting wrapped up in Cole. She regularly says this. And they figure out a way for her, you know, to still stay focused. And if anything, like, she needs someone on her side motivating her, not someone who's just like breathing down her neck all the time, like what Richard is doing.
Yeah, like Cole is actually very supportive when she says, like, you know, we're getting caught up in each other. Like, and I think like other shows, like I feel like Dean on Gilmore Girls would have like been, you know, wanted to be attached to Rory all the time, and that was annoying. And like Cole's not like that. He's like, you know, you have your dreams, and he's supportive of them, and there's no anxiety at first about the fact that they're going to go off to separate colleges or that they want, you know, like he's just like wants her to succeed and puts her first in that. So like the fact that like Richard and Elliot can't do that for her, but Cole does, it just says it all.
It says a lot, definitely. Well, we're going to talk about that more because I'm still quite infuriated about it. So after I texted you how I'm infuriated by Uncle Richard and Harvard guy, then I said, let Jackie live. And then
I wrote that in my notes.
Yeah, like, I just feel like that's the theme of the season. Let Jackie live. Let her make some mistakes. It's okay. It's nothing that big, truly.
No.
She didn't even get arrested.
No, it was a warning. It's fine.
Then I texted you, Jackie continuing to use the community space as a place to have sex is killing me.
In my notes, I wrote sex pad. I love it.
So good. It was very Dan and Serena and Gossip Girl, too,
Yes.
I thought. Yeah. I mean, I immediately thought about that.
I kept thinking about all the candles that she lit, and I'm like, that's a little much, babe. Like, you don't have to work that hard for this teenage boy. Like, just
I know.
put a mattress down. He'll be fine.
And then she put in all that hard work, and then he says she's too much, which I text you, oh my God, Cole saying she's too much. And then immediately afterwards I said, I actually love this season. I mean, I'm enraged, but I'm loving it.
And I think I like emphasized that or whatever, because that's how I felt too.
Yeah. You were like, my exact thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, and one of my favorite things I sent to you, this is when Alex and Cole are having a little heart-to-heart moment where
This
Alex
made
is
me laugh.
getting so mad at Cole that he broke up with Jackie. And
Mm-hmm.
he says, and you're going to end up alone or on the streets or worse. It's like, whoa, 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 Alex, on the streets? What?
But, like, that has nothing to do with anything that Cole's actually doing in the moment, you know? It's just like
Yeah.
he's just trying to think of anything he can to put Cole down, and it has nothing to do with what Cole's actually doing.
It's just, on the streets was actually killing me. It's like, Alex, come on.
Right?
Then I texted you, I hate self-destructive Cole, but I also find it kind of hot.
Yeah.
You know why? Because that behavior is so early 2000s.
It is. A lot of this season felt like a throwback to an early 2000s teen drama, particularly with the finale, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
And the events of that really felt like a early 2000s.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
loved
I
it.
just felt like the way Cole was acting of like, I have to break up with her. It's right for her. And I'm not going to tell her or tell anybody why I'm doing this.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm going to go drive cars real fast.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know.
I love it. All right. Well, this season, I will say too, what I really did enjoy about this season is we veered away from the classic love triangle of Jackie, Alex, and Cole. It was not at the forefront this time, which was a refresher, I felt like. But there's still plenty of drama. So season 3 really traded the love triangle for drama triangles. So in honor of that, the top 5 for this episode is top 5 drama triangles in season 3 of My Life with the Walter Boys.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Well, number 5 goes to, we're throwing it back to the classic. Jackie, Cole, and Alex, which is not much of a love triangle anymore, but it still did provide some lingering drama in there, which I liked. I liked that we didn't just like throw this away completely.
Right. Agreed. I think that like Alex being able to recognize like, I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me. Like,
yeah,
that's important. And then also just being like, having the grace to recognize that like maybe like if you're working this hard at something, it's not right. Like those two things that he says to one to Jackie and one to Cole, it's like, oh wow, like this guy, he got wisdom when his dad got sick. And like I really appreciated that he was just like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm jumping off this merry-go-round, you know?
Alex got mature this season.
Mm-hmm.
I loved his character this season. I felt like he did bring a lot of wisdom in those conversations. And I was happy that Jackie and Cole both talked to Alex.
Yeah.
But then he was the one who kind of took control of the conversation and was like, look, I'm not here to be with somebody who doesn't want to be with me. And look, we were working too hard at this, like in hindsight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was so mature of him, and also not him acting like he doesn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like, he's not cold to her. And he's not angry towards either of them, really. He's just like, look, like, this was a mess, and we've all hurt each other, and like, let's stop doing that. Let's move forward. Which was so, like, I don't know. People our age don't have the ability to do that, so good for Alex.
Yeah, and good for him for communicating how he actually feels about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like Catherine was more worried than Alex was, honestly.
Catherine was quite concerned. And fair. Look, she's loves all three parties, you know? She's invested in all sides.
That's a lot to take in as a mom, I think.
Yeah, like, which one of your teenage sons is gonna hook up with the teenage ward? Like...
I know. Like, weren't you just with Alex and now you're kissing Cole? Like, I mean, she did miss a couple things, I will say, but it's a lot.
It is that funny scene where, like, they sit them all down at the kitchen table to have, like, the birds and the bees talk. And it's like, oh, nobody told Catherine and George that, like, they're okay. Like, no one, like, they're out of the loop that, like, they've all worked it out. They've all had conversations. And so they're like, she's, like, trying to manage. Meanwhile, I just have to say, when she's like no sex in the house, in my head I'm like, well, where do you want them to do it? Like in the truck?
At the teen community center, Claire. That's where you're supposed to have sex in
Obviously.
this town.
That's what
why
it's made
Jackie's
for.
opening this place up. She's working so hard.
Oh, yeah, she's got to put a mattress in the back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, she is painting that place a lovely blue so that the teens of the town can get it on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the scenes between Cole and Alex that we got this season too when they were talking about Jackie, because their relationship has felt so strained this entire series. And we somewhat know why. And I think I was really trying to pinpoint like what exactly happened with them. And I think overall, it's like they're brothers. They're around the same age. Cole got in this accident, was kind of acting like a different person. Jackie came in. Like, it seems like their relationship has been strained just a long time.
Well, wasn't
because
there
they're different.
in season 1 there was like the whole thing of like, was it Paige?
Oh yeah, I
Alex
forgot.
Alex liked Paige, and then she hooked up with Cole, right? And so that was where like they first like fractured.
I think it's just like teenage boys around the same age like that.
Yeah.
And they're both kind of trying to be like alpha personalities. Like,
yeah.
I think it's just you're gonna butt heads a little bit. But I
Yeah.
thought them really opening up to each other was nice.
You know, it was sweet that they could like that they could see each other, and like Alex, you know, at the end of the day, he's sort of the one that's like, get over yourself. Like he's like,
Yeah.
that guy, Harvard guy, you know, like that. I really appreciated that no one likes him.
I like that too. And I also liked when Alex was like, we went through all of this drama for you to break up with her?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'd be pissed too.
Yeah, I would too. I just thought that was such a good point.
Because they were getting along. They were like talking and rock climbing. And then, you know, Cole drops the bomb that he's the one that dumped Jackie. And Alex is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he should have said that he, you know, could be homeless at this point.
That was a bit dramatic.
Maybe he went a little too far in that moment, but he brought it back around when he told Cole not to be threatened by Harvard guy.
Yeah.
Elliot.
That was a good thing that he did.
All right, number 4 drama triangle in season 3 goes to Aunt Hannah, her van, and Isaac and Lee. Aunt Hannah showing up into town.
Shocker. I literally was like,
Shocker.
Who is this?
I was so confused. And then turns out it's Isaac and Lee's mom, and she's back and then wants to take care of them, and then she just leaves again.
I know. Which, like, I feel like we could see that coming. We're like, she's not sticking around. Like, she's not a series regular. But still so upsetting.
This like hit me to my core of just like one wrong thing happened and she leaves. This is a lot. Like I do like that we got more backstory on Isaac and Lee.
Yeah.
And it kind of did seem like if she didn't leave when she did, she would have left at another point. Like she was always going to leave again.
Yeah.
It's just kind of sad.
I know, because like in theory it's like she could have stayed, and just like the boys could have stayed with the Walters on the ranch, and she could have gotten an apartment in town. Like I thought that's where they would go, and not like fully, you know, have them move in at first, like ease into it a little bit. But yeah, she's just like, you know, not to let her off the hook, but some people just aren't cut out to be parents, and she seems to say like, you know, I love these boys, but I'm not equipped to be a mother. I don't know. Sad.
I know. Yeah. It was just kind of sad. But honestly, it does just feel like Isaac and Lee are thriving where they're at. You know?
Mm-hmm.
They're good.
Isaac is playing football. They've got land now. George gave them some acres or whatever.
I thought that was a sweet moment.
Yeah. That was really nice.
Because I think sometimes it is like, okay, like obviously they are a part of the family, but like I think I was always curious, like, what is the dynamic here? How
Yeah.
did this happen? What's the backstory here? And we never really heard much, so it was kind of
No.
nice to, like, actually see it.
Yeah, and how long have they been there is my question. Because they're teenagers, but, like, have they been there since they were, like, small children? Was it just, like, when Isaac started high school, so just, like, a couple of years? Like, like, what is this how deep are those bonds? I don't know.
I think it's been a long time
Yeah, like,
because you got the vibe that George and Catherine thought, you can't just take these boys out of this house at this
yeah,
moment. Like, you
right.
can't come into town, take them out of the house. Like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And as I said this, I remember that Catherine shows her, like, that little book that Lee drew,
Yeah.
which was, like, very, like, childlike drawing. So it's been, like, at least probably, like, 4 or 5 years at
Yeah.
least since she dropped him off and took off to parts unknown.
Yeah. I mean, Aunt Hannah came in a little rough. Of like, Aunt Hannah came in a little strong for
Yeah.
being gone for several years, being like,
Yeah.
come live with me now. I'm
That
back. Like,
was
whoa,
nuts.
whoa.
Yeah. And then she's, like, shocked that she, like, can't get an apartment and, like, has
Yeah,
having trouble getting a job. And it's like, well, babe, like, what have you been doing?
I know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Claire's like, Aunt Hannah, I'll get you back on track.
Yeah. Well.
All right, number 3 drama triangle goes to Cole, Erin, and Danny. This is not really that much drama, but I
No.
completely forgot that Erin and Cole even dated until she gets upset that Cole broke up with Jackie and that
Yeah.
he treats girls this way. Really, I just want to talk about Darren and Annie. Darren and Annie. Really, I just want to talk about Danny and Erin's engagement.
I mean, I have so many thoughts. But I gotta say, I'm like, this is ridiculous. I was thrilled. I was like, again, another throwback to a 2000s teen drama, high school seniors getting engaged and taking it seriously. I don't know. I think they can make it. Call me crazy.
I do think that they can make it, but I wasn't a huge fan of this because I think if you're going to do the teen marriage storyline, you got to go all in. And
Mm.
this just felt like such a side storyline for me. I'm like, can we live in this a little
Yeah.
longer? Like, get Aunt Hannah out of here. She might have already been gone by then, but if we're gonna bring up a teen marriage storyline, I need it to be a focal point.
Well, I mean, I think maybe that's what next season is for, right? Because, like, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, at the end of the season, they agree they're still going to get married when he doesn't know where he's going to go to school. And then he's like, I got into Carnegie Mellon. And she's basically like, that's great. But, like, we knew we were going to be long distance when we were going to Juilliard. So now we'll just be long distance in a city that's, like, slightly closer to Colorado. So, like, it's fine. And he says, I don't want to be apart from you. And there's, like, this suggestion that, like, is he not going to go to Carnegie Mellon to be with Erin? Which, like, is crazy. But then I don't hate the fact that, like, the boy is giving things up for the girl. I don't know. So I think season 4 is going to be, dealing with, like, what this actually means for the two of them.
I just don't want Danny to give up Carnegie Mellon. That is a great
No.
acting school.
And she doesn't want that for him either.
I know. I'm intrigued where they go with this. I will say, look, I love the drama here.
Mm-hmm.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued where it goes. I think I wish we had a little bit more of a conclusion with this storyline. I think with this season, just in general, and with doing 10 episodes,
Yeah.
to me, like, it all then feels like we're getting half a season. Like, this is a mid-season finale, kind of, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I see that.
And, like, it just felt like, remember, like, everything I feel like we were kind of getting in this, like, nothing fully got resolved.
Yeah. No, I think, and also it's like we're not really at the end of a school year. Like, we're towards the end of the school year, but not really. So I think, like, that, I think in shows that are set in high school, that helps to, like, orient in, like, what, the clock is ticking as to when we're going to be separated. So, like, not knowing exactly where we're at in that timeline is, like, it feels like it's not as serious in a way. Because there's still time left in, like, the school year before they have to, like, break up or leave or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, but just know that my standards for a teen marriage relationship are up here because of Nathan and Haley in One
Of
Tree Hill.
course. Of
So,
course.
come meet me up here, okay? The bar is high for me with this.
I mean, they did
But
already kiss in the rain, so check.
they did. I am rooting for Danny and Erin in general, though. I think they are very cute together, and I think they have a great relationship. Like, even when Erin is bringing up that she's mad at Cole about
Yeah.
Jackie and like he does this, I think Danny has such a great response of being like, okay, well, it is my brother.
Yeah.
Like this, come on, what do you really want me to do here? And I think just in those moments, they do know how to communicate very well.
Yeah, she just flat out says, like, I know I don't bring up the fact that I used to date him because it makes you uncomfortable. She's like, but that's like, I do have this history with him. And I think that that's important too, that like she has her own thoughts and feelings about Cole and his behavior from her trauma with him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's Jackie's friend. So she's seeing things very differently. And I think just them acknowledging that and like making space for like their differing feelings on this one person, I think is like really mature of them to like have that ability in their relationship at this age.
Even when they talk about how Danny drunkenly proposed, I mean, that's a tough combo to have. Like, I would have ignored that. I never
I
would have spoken of that again.
thought that was going to go differently, but they don't. They address it, and I was like, oh my god, look at these kids.
The communication
Incredible.
we got was great this season.
Yeah. Oh, good for them. Only good things for Danny and Erin.
All right, number 2 drama triangle goes to Alex, Kiley, and Dylan. This one actually turned out to be a love triangle.
Finally, a real one.
This is a love triangle I wanted this season, so I am happy that we got it.
I mean, it's a proper triangle because they're both contenders. Like, she cares about both of them. They both care about her. It's not this, one-sided pining thing like we got with, Cole and Alex and Jackie. This was great. Really solid B plot.
I don't know who I'm rooting for, honestly.
Because Dylan's so sweet. He's so good to her. And, like, how do you root against the guy who, like, sees her when other people don't? You know what I mean? Like, how do you, like,
saw her before Alex did.
Yes.
Alex is coming in after she started dating Dylan.
He gets jealous when they kiss, and that's what triggers him to be like, oh, Kiley.
And I don't love that.
No.
And I know they have this great friendship and amazing bond. So on the one hand, I'm like, oh, well, they do have a lot going for them in there. And they're very sweet, too, when Alex is supporting her with her grandmother and he's always there for her. So I definitely think there is something there.
Yeah, of course.
It's just... It's hard. It's hard when Dylan is so nice and
I
has
know.
not done anything wrong. I wish, and you know what? I'm glad that they didn't just have Dylan make a stupid mistake or something like that, so we hated him.
Too easy.
This is an even playing field here.
Yes.
It could be anybody's game.
Well, even when he says to Alex, like, you need to can you back off of her? He's like, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm asking you. It's not like a threat. It's not him being possessive of Kiley in any way. He's like genuinely asking Alex to like give them space.
And it was so good. He did it in such a good way. And then when we see him helping with the grandmother and in Kiley's house,
she let him in. Ugh.
Well, and she needed to let him in. That was not on him.
No. That was her, calling Alex first all the time. That was absolutely a Kiley thing that she needed to like let Dylan know who she really is and her situation.
Well, I'm also just happy she's letting other people into her life because it seems like Alex has been the only one she's ever really let in this way.
Mm-hmm.
And is that the healthiest? I don't know. I think it's better that she's kind of opening herself up to other people.
Yeah. Well, she's got that friend Molly that she sets Alex with up on the date. Don't know where that girl came from. We'll never see her again.
I don't know if Molly's coming over on Saturdays to help with Grandma.
No, they're school friends, They work on projects together in the library.
But then the Alex and Kiley kiss was pretty good.
It was the build up, the passion there.
I know.
Yeah, it was, and I appreciate that. Like she acknowledges, he's like, I kissed you, and she's like, no, I kissed you back. Like she is
Yeah.
like she takes ownership for that, which is nice. And then he does the dumb thing where he's like, it's a mistake. And like,
I know he keeps saying that over and over again.
Well, and finally, like Nathan is the one, and Cole a little bit, who are like talking sense into him and being like, no, Kylie's liked you forever. Like, what are you doing? And it's too little, too late.
I know he was way too late on this.
Yeah.
Way too late.
Ugh.
So that makes me kind of root for Dylan, but
I know.
I don't know. Kiley and Alex are very cute.
Maybe Dylan's going off to college next year, and that, I don't know if they've got the staying power as some of these other couples, and maybe that's how we get her with Alex in the end. Who knows? Not that I'm rooting for that. I'm just, allowing for possibilities.
No, that's kind of what I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Kiley and Dylan right now.
Yeah.
Because I want this girl to date somebody else. I want her to have a fun experience. I want her to date the quarterback of the football team.
Yes,
I really like
absolutely.
Kiley. I am so happy for her with this. I'm happy she's letting other people in. I'm happy she's expanding her circle. And then I want them to break up, and I want her to get with Alex eventually.
Yeah.
Because it also feels like Alex could be a more serious long-term thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like I want her to have some fun before we get to that.
I hear that. Yeah. Like Alex, that relationship is so deep that like if they were to get together, they can't treat it like it's serious automatically.
Well, and that's kind of how I felt about Jackie and Cole.
Yeah.
At one point. Like I understood why Jackie kept going back to Alex, because it's easier at some points.
Mm-hmm. The stakes are lower.
The stakes are low. You just, you don't have as many emotions involved. Sometimes being with somebody where it just feels so like all consuming, it's hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a lot of pressure that comes with that too.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm excited to see like next steps for them, because I like them both, and I like her with both of them, and yeah, it's a good love triangle. We got a solid one.
It's a good one. It's a good
Yeah.
one. But is she going to tell Dylan about this kiss?
Ooh, see, I feel like knowing what I know, it's gonna come up. He's gonna find out another way in the future.
I know. That's probably what it is going to be.
And that's going to break them up. And then it's going to be, does she try to get Dylan back? Does she try to go with Alex? And we'll see. I don't know.
It's not going to end well. That's what I'd guess.
Someone's getting their heart broken.
For sure.
In that one. But, man.
Dylan's going to have a line like, I never thought you'd be the one to break my heart.
Oh, my God.
You know it.
I'll put money on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If and when that happens in season 4, I'll send you $25.
Oh, good. All right. You guys heard it here first.
Yes,
okay?
Hold me to it. I'll Venmo you $25. And if I watch season 4 before you do and I send you $25, you know what happened.
I can't wait. Let's hurry up with season 4. I need the money.
Oh my God, I know.
All right, our number 1 drama triangle, which this one might be a square. It goes to Jackie, Cole, Uncle Richard, and Harvard Boy, or as some people call Little Richard.
Little Richard Harvard Boy is how Jillian has him in the notes, and I don't know, that made me laugh so much. Little Richard Harvard Boy, it's just like such a funny title.
That's the energy he's giving me. Little Richard Harvard Boy.
Exactly.
I refuse to say his real name, okay?
So dumb.
I can't. I
can't stand him.
Cannot. I mean, these two come into town right when Jackie and Cole are about to have sex. Like, we should have known that was about
Literally, they're about to do it, and it's like honk honk. I'm like, what are we doing? A true cock block.
And they truly, yeah. And so they just keep cock blocking from there. They don't stop.
No.
They just get in Jackie's business and do not leave her alone.
I know. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Who do you hate more? Uncle
Ooh.
Richard or Little Richard Harvard Boy? Who do you think is more like kind of like conniving, scheming, worse for Jackie?
I think Uncle Richard, because he is the
Yeah.
adult. He should have the perspective and the awareness of his own actions. Like he says to Tara on that date, she's like, why are you so hard on Jackie? Like, she's a straight A student. And he says, I went through a period of like getting off track when I was younger, and I don't want that to happen to her. So if he can recognize that he's being overly protective of her, why can't he behave accordingly? And then also, like, as Jackie says, when she goes off on him at the Rotary dinner, I
Mm-hmm.
was living, because she says, you didn't care about me. You sent me
Yeah.
here to live with the Walter family. And then I come back to New York and you're in Europe the whole summer and I'm alone in the apartment. So how dare you come in and act like you're the parent? So like and like as an adult man, I think he should be able to grasp those things more so than Elliot, who I think genuinely means well. I think he's just like young and dumb. Not dumb,
Yeah.
but like, not as aware.
Well, I think Uncle Richard is also in Little Richard Harvard Boy's ear,
Of course.
Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't have probably done anything unless he must have been hearing so much from Uncle Richard. Uncle Richard
Yes.
seems to be like chatty Cathy,
Yeah.
he's gossiping. But you're right. The way that Jackie went off on him at that gala dinner, whatever it was, I was so proud of her. We also learned so much in that monologue.
Mhm.
I think that in the past we've kind of been like, we gotta hear more about her parents' deaths and like what's
Yeah.
going on here and whatnot. And we got so much
Yeah.
just in that scene. I was loving. I love that she went off on him, and I love that we learned so much. And he really is pretty unbelievable for doing this to her. And then at one point he does apologize to her.
Right.
But he never apologizes to Cole, never
Nope.
tries to right that wrong.
Nope.
He still thinks that Cole is bad news for Jackie and wants her away. Even after Cole is the one getting everybody to help her get
Mhm.
the Roaring 20s party going.
Yes. He is the offers to pay for the table. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
just like, ugh, it's so frustrating. And of
How
course,
can you
doesn't
say he's a bad guy? How can you say
no,
that at this point?
right. And like, it's just he doesn't like the family. He's
Yeah.
this elitist person, and just like doesn't like these working class people, and doesn't like that Jackie is, has a backbone. Not that she didn't before, but like she's more assertive. She's speaking about what she wants and is acknowledging like maybe your path isn't the right path for me. And I think he really doesn't like that she might, want to think for herself.
I think that's what I found so sad about this season too is Jackie knows exactly what she wants.
Yes.
She is very sure of herself this season.
Mhm.
And everyone else around her thinks they know better.
Yes.
And that is so frustrating to watch. To watch all these adults, to watch Uncle Richard act like he knows what's better for her. It's like, who knows what's best for her right now?
Yeah.
Herself.
Right. But, ugh. I don't want nothing to happen to him, but like I just need something in season 4 where he like is taken down a peg, or I don't know. Like, ugh.
It's also odd because his relationship with the Walters seemed to be okay.
Right, like they're
somewhat.
investing in, like he bought the vineyard,
Yeah.
right? Like they have this investment together, but then like they never, like he like grounds her and like takes her out of the house and like wants to like track her phone, and it's just like, where the fuck do you get off, sir? Like when you
I
show
know.
up like early, like the whole point is they're throwing the party at his house because he's not in town. He doesn't live there full time.
Yeah.
And
who wouldn't throw a party there?
Of
Come on.
course. Like, as the Walters say, they're teenagers. They threw a party in an empty house. Like, what do you want? You know? And they tried to keep it from getting out of hand. And then the rodeo guys show up. If anybody is at fault, it's Alex.
Yeah.
But
he should have been grounded another week for that one.
Truly.
And one other thing I want to say about little Richard Harvard boy, though, the fact that he was not there for Jackie during her parents' and sisters' deaths and then just walks back into her life.
Yeah.
And says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really talk to you about it. I just didn't know what to say." No, absolutely not. I am not having that, because you know who talked to her about her family's deaths? Cole. Cole talked to her about it. Cole was there for her in those moments.
All of them were. Like, Alex was there. Her friends in Silver Falls, you know, like Skylar and Grace. Like, all of these people were the ones that were there, that were supporting her actively and talking to her. And, like, I don't think, did Elliot even send a text message in, like, the year and a half or almost 2 years that she's been in Colorado? Like, don't think so.
It didn't seem like it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give that guy the time of day.
No.
I would have a lot of anger there. Especially, they seem so close. They seem to grow up together. It's odd.
Right, that you just, like, disappeared. And now we're, like, doing my uncle's bidding.
Yeah.
Please.
I know. Like, don't just follow Uncle Richard around with your iPad, okay? Where is that going to get you? And I love Uncle Richard thinking he's so much better than Silver Falls when you're doing business in Silver Falls, buddy. Why do you think you're better than it?
So crazy. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Tara can do so much better than him.
I know.
I hate it.
I know. It honestly, it was so infuriating from the moment that they were in that cop car after the party till the end of this season. Uncle Richard was infuriating the entire time. He just would not let up on Jackie, and it was a lot. I digress, but love the drama. Love the drama.
Yes.
You know? All right. Now we got to talk about even more drama, that ending. I mean, though My Life with the Walter Boys knows how to give us a cliffhanger and a dramatic ending. Every season, they have not disappointed with this, I will say.
Right. And again, season 3 cliffhanger. We've seen this before. You texted me and you said, let me pull up the receipts.
What did I say again? I was texting you many things because it seemed like Cole was going to get into a car accident, or he was going to see Jackie and Elliot kiss.
Yes, you said, I'm on the last ep. Is Cole going to get into a car accident? Don't tell me, but I'm scared. And then you said, is she going to fucking make out with Elliot? And then Cole sees, and I just put ... And then you said, oh, Jesus, a mixture of both.
I was on the right track.
You were.
I didn't think it was going to be both. Oh,
I know.
My God.
Yeah, so he gets into a car accident, and they do make out, though he doesn't see, which would have been preferable, I think, to him getting in the car accident. But my response was like, oh, like a season 3 car accident cliffhanger? Where have I seen this before? The OC,
One Tree Hill, the OC, all of them. Everybody's
I know, right?
doing it. I do love that.
A real throwback.
And the stakes are higher here with a car accident because that's how Jackie lost her family.
Yes.
So it just feels even more intense. It feels like we're not doing a car accident just to do a car accident.
Right. It's like bringing up this trauma for her, this thing that she was worried about. And Cole initially wasn't going to race because of it upset her. Like, he was going to give this up because he knew it would make her nervous or scared. And she says, no, like, I want you to be happy. You should do this. And then it's not even race. I mean, he's not racing when he gets into this car accident. He's just driving to see her.
That's what is so crazy. And that is why I was on the edge of my seat in this last 5 minutes. I just kind of kept waiting. I'm like, I know something big is going to happen. And it's literally in the last it's like 5 minutes where Cole is supposed to be doing the qualifying race, but then Catherine doesn't convince him, but he talks to Catherine and George, and Catherine's like, why are you letting Uncle Richard dictate what you do with Jackie. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, why couldn't we have had this conversation about 5 episodes ago?
The way that they clock Elliot so easily, like Cole says, he's like, she should just be with someone who's like better suited for her. And George is like that Elliot guy, like he clearly doesn't like him either. And they convince him like, yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, you should be with her. Like, don't let them dictate your life.
I know. And then when he gets that thank you text from Jackie, it's just more ammunition for him. He decides he needs to go see her now. He skips the race. He's headed to the party. And then the other racer, Danvers, just starts yelling at him that he didn't show up to the race. So then he wasn't able to get the money and he owes him. And then he just starts running him off the road.
Yeah. It's scary. He's tailgating him. He's blaming him for not being able to qualify, for not getting this money. And Cole's like, what are you doing? Like, sorry. Like, he's like, sorry, man. And like, just wants to get to the party. And the car like flips multiple times. And he's not wearing his helmet because he's not racing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You're right.
No, he's just driving to Jackie. He doesn't have his helmet on.
Well, when I was worried about him getting in the car accident, I did think these car races don't seem that crazy. They're just going in a straight line for 10 seconds. I don't even think they're turning. Like, not to say it's not dangerous at all, but it seemed I feel terrible.
Right. Like, I would think that, like, NASCAR and stuff like that, when you're in, like, going in circles and you're trying to, that might, seems like it would be more prone to accidents or whatever. But, yeah.
So I thought, if they do a car accident, how are they going to do it? And then, well, you just add a psycho driver who has a vendetta and needs this money.
Yep.
And that's how you do it.
Classic.
It didn't look great.
No.
It's just like we don't know what happened, really.
I mean, I think we can anticipate some serious injuries regardless. Like, the car looks totaled. And that's how the season ends. So,
yeah.
Not good.
I mean, I think Cole's going to survive.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have a lasting impact on him and Jackie.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Because then, back at the party, Jackie lets loose after Grace tells her to stop thinking about Cole and worrying about Cole and to have some fun, which I thought was good advice, but she didn't mean to kiss Elliot.
No,
Jackie.
She did not. Well, Elliot kisses her, in fairness, but Jackie doesn't stop it. She's just like, oh, okay.
And you know what, Elliot, I'm sorry, but like, have some self-respect. This girl turned you down.
When she is like, oh, you have to come to the party. Like, you have to be there because he gave her the money to fund the annex. So she's saying, like, you can't miss it. You have to be there. And he's like, as your date? And she's like, no, that's so embarrassing, dude. Like, she wasn't even in the neighborhood of asking you to be her date. And you just jumped to, that's crazy.
And then you still kiss her? Like, have some self-respect at that point. Come on. She literally says I'm not ready.
Yes.
And that's why I think him kissing her is just so frustrating, because she said before she wasn't ready. You're not really even asking her if she is or anything like that. You're just after yourself in this moment.
Yeah. And she's not giving really any signs that she is interested in him. She's just being she's behaving the way she always has, which is like as his friend. And he just leans in. It's just more of like him thinking that he knows what she wants. He knows what's best for her. And he's just he's going to make it happen. Like, he's just such a little jerk.
Like, go to Harvard, Elliot. What are you doing at this teen annex in Silver Falls? Go to Harvard already.
Seriously.
And it also just feels like he weirdly just wants to win almost.
Yeah.
Like, he wants to be like, this is the life Jackie needs to lead.
Yeah.
And I know what's best for her because I've known her forever. But you haven't talked to her in the maybe 2 most formative years of her life here.
Yeah. Right? Like and he's not interested in getting to know her now. He doesn't want to hear about her friends or the community center or why it's important to her. He just wants to pretend that none of that exists and keep this like version of her encased in amber from like years ago. Which
Yeah.
is weird when you think about like also like he's like 2 years older than her and he wants to hold on to
Yeah.
the version of her when she was 14 and he was 16. Like that's weird, dude.
I thought that was kind of weird too,
Yeah.
honestly.
I don't know.
Which I know it wasn't like the show wasn't trying to go there with it necessarily, but yeah, I was kind of like, this is a little odd. This guy needs to like go
Yeah.
to college. He needs to
Yeah.
go study abroad. He needs to
He's
find somebody else.
he's supposed to go to London. Like go to London, dude. Like
Yeah.
you've got this whole life ahead of you. Like go figure it out.
I do feel like sometimes those rich kids get really caught up in their inner circle and the people
Yeah.
that they grew up with because
Mhm.
they
For
just want to
sure.
be surrounded by people like them.
Yeah.
And that's the vibes that Elliot's giving me.
Mhm. Yeah, he's definitely not interested in like any other walk of life than the one that he has chosen for himself or has been given to him or whatever.
Yeah. Whew. So that was our big cliffhanger.
Yeah. Man.
I'm I need season 4 now. I need to know what's going to happen because I just know it's going to be a doozy.
I mean,
Jackie is not going to handle this well.
No. And like, how is Cole going to react to it? Like, is he going to continue to
know.
push her away to protect her? Or like, what's the deal? Is she going to know the truth about what, like, because Alex tries to tell her, like, hey, Elliot and Richard got in Cole's head. Like, he tries to say something to her and gets interrupted. Is she ever going to learn that fact? Like, it's tough.
Someone needs to tell her. Someone needs to open up here. And I know that Cole should be the one doing it, but Cole is a very clear acts of service guy. This is how he shows love.
Yeah,
acts
you're right.
of service.
You're right.
He's not great
With
at
the words of affirmation.
the other love languages. Yeah.
No.
It is just acts of service all over the place, which I love. I'm not complaining about it, but I don't know if he's going to find the words. So can somebody help this guy out a little bit here and tell her what's going on?
I think so. She'll find out in season 4. It's just going to take a while. And it's probably not going to be from Cole. And that's probably going to piss her off even more.
It's going to make it even worse.
Yeah.
It's just...
Because she's going to be like, why didn't you trust me enough? Why didn't you trust our relationship enough? That's going to make her angry.
Well, and she's going to realize everyone's been making these decisions for me, but me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's infuriating.
Of course. Yeah. He's doing what Richard and Elliot were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But we still like him.
Right, we do. We stand Cole in this house on this podcast.
We do. Hey, you know what? At least we got them together for 6 episodes. I'll take it.
We did. We got up until the end of episode 7. We had a beautiful time with them. A lot of really great scenes of the two of them. You know, it's that him jumping out of that car when he wins that first race and running over, hopping the fence and kissing her. So good.
I loved it. I really loved their moments together and actually seeing them together because it was nice to live in that a little bit. And I think a lot of shows now, when they're shorter, and not saying like this one's really long, but they let us actually live in them being a couple and gave us those cute moments, which I appreciate it. Like it wasn't a montage. We got to fully live in it.
Yeah, we see them build. They built this relationship on tension and friendship or whatever, and now we get to see how they are as a couple. And turns out they're pretty damn cute.
I know. Turns out they're so supportive of each other and are better together than apart. They really do uplift each other.
They do. Yeah,
no
they just got
what Uncle Richard says.
I know. It's just like they got to work out those kinks of like the first couple of months when they first get together. The newness of it is distracting. But I think like if you had given them time, they would have figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got to talk about some of these side characters briefly. Well, we're losing 2 brothers. Will and Nathan are getting out of town.
Will, not a moment too soon, I must say. You know I hate him. And I don't know why. I just do.
I kind of felt bad though. Like I don't know why. Like we had to just fully like have him leave town.
He wasn't doing anything. Like
I
season
know.
1, he has this whole storyline with Haley. She leaves the beginning of season 2, and then it's like, what's he doing here? You know? What's this adult man doing?
Yeah,
And
I think there was just a lot of characters on this show that we
yeah.
kind of had to say goodbye to some, or they would just be in the background, which doesn't
Yeah.
feel right either. Like, it doesn't feel right for Nathan to be in the background when he has
No.
had some bigger storylines on this show.
He had a big storyline last season with Skylar, and like I feel like he should be more connected because he's like he's Alex's like roommate, and they're
I
clearly
know.
very close. But maybe he's coming back. He's just going away for the summer, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe he will be back, or maybe he's not going to go anymore because of Cole, for all we know.
True. Yeah.
I think at first I was taking it as like, oh, they're just giving him a little break from this show or something. But
Right.
now with what happens with Cole, he might not go. We don't know.
Yeah,
Because I like
totally.
Nathan around.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
mean,
just
he's
like the
sweet.
moments too where they're all together. Like it's fun at Grace's party of like,
Yes.
oh, and then Nathan's over there on the aux cord and Danny's over here with Erin. And then we
Yeah.
see like Alex coming in with the rodeo guys. Like, it's fun having them all in scenes together.
Yeah. Well, even again, the scene where like they gather the older kids for the birds and the bees talk, and I'm like, who's old enough to be here for this conversation?
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it's like the cutoff is like Jordan or not. Like if Jordan is there, I feel like Jordan's still too young. But we saw more of him this season. Like he popped up just like as a side character, and I'm like,
Yeah.
let's learn more about Jordan. He's older now. Like, come on.
Yeah. Season
Yeah.
4. I mean, I think we really brought the drama this season, but I feel like it's going to like increase every season.
Yeah. I mean, we took huge steps forward in season 3, thank God, after we were
Yeah.
treading water in season 2. So hopefully there is payout to that. Like they've made some irrevocable choices in this season. And so now we get to deal with like the fallout of that in season 4. Finally.
I know. And we're going to be getting more into the college stuff and whatnot. What does UT mean for Cole right now? What does Carnegie Mellon mean for Danny? We got some people graduating soon. So
Right.
I'm here for it all.
Well, and you have a lot of these characters trying to figure out next, like Grace and Kiley and Alex and Jackie, they're all juniors, right? And Skylar, I think, is a junior. I can't, but like they all got to like look ahead at the future and start determining that. So I'm excited for that. I just want to quickly shout out my like stealth MVP this season was Grace.
Yeah.
I love her every season, but I feel like she really got to have like that moment with her birthday party when she like gets drunk and is like, "Thanks for coming. You won't say hi to me on Monday, but so glad you're here." And then she like kisses the cute boy on the dance floor. Like, love her. And I'm very glad we got more Grace this season.
Yeah. Right before the birthday party was happening, I thought, well, we need more Grace. Like, what is going on here? Let's get Grace involved in more things or give her a little bit of a storyline. So then when she got the birthday party, I was very happy for her. She deserved it. And it was fun seeing her dance and kiss a cute guy. I want more of that.
Yeah.
I want Grace really having fun and living her life because she is a very fun character. When she's around, we know we're going to be like laughing, having a good time.
Yeah, she brings the comedy in every scene, and I'm so grateful for that. And I feel like, I think it was back in season 1, there was like a brief moment with her and Isaac when they first meet, and there was like a little like flirtation, and I'm like, let's circle back on that.
I know. Can we get Grace like a guy? I mean, I know she kissed somebody, which I was happy about, but I'm like, let's give her a love interest. I mean, Kiley has 2. Can she share?
Seriously. Yeah, I mean, like, Alex has had 3 at this point. He was dating that rodeo chick last season. Glad we're done with that plot line, by the way.
Yeah, me
Didn't
too.
care for any of the rodeo stuff, so happy to say goodbye to that.
I think my MVP for this season, if we're talking MVPs, I got to give it to Kiley. I mean, girl was in the shadows and came into the forefront this season. And that's what I want to see happen for Grace next season.
Yes, 100%. I agree. Kiley is my queen always and forever. Works hard, you know, tells the truth, tells it like it is. Yeah, so love her.
Well, did we do it? Did we miss anything?
Probably, but, you know, we can only talk for so long.
We're covering a whole season. If we forgot anything or you want us to talk about anything else or address anything, let us know in the comments. Let us know what you thought about this season. I'm curious. I saw some people not love it, which I was shocked about. So
that's nuts.
That's nuts.
It's nuts. It was the best season. It's the best of the three. I think it's the best season of the three. Personally,
I still think season 1 was better, but that's close.
Fair.
They're close for me.
Definitely an improvement over season 2.
Yeah, I think everybody should be able to agree on that. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. On this podcast, we will be covering Outer Banks, the final season, which is coming out this week, which is very exciting. Another show that me and Claire have been covering from the beginning, so that's exciting. I'm also covering The Shards each week, so be sure to check more of that. And if you're not watching that show, I highly recommend it. It's great.
So funny.
It's so funny. We love it. We support it. And we also have had Sterling Point come out. I did an episode on that. Be sure to check that out. And a new episode of Previously on this week. So be sure to follow this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Rate us 5 stars in Spotify and Apple. We would love that. It really helps. Subscribe and like our videos on YouTube and buy our merch on Etsy. Thanks for listening.
Bye.